Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. We have the first purchaser pass video of 2024. This is exciting because we have so many new makeup releases. I am excited to dive into it because there's some good stuff. The releases that we're getting are really exciting. So grab a snack, grab something to drink, and let's get into it. First release we have is from Tower 28. They're collaborating with Kung Fu Panda, which is very exciting. Looks as though this collection is going to include a new blush shade, which is red, which I am all over that, and a new gloss, but I'm not a fan of their gloss formula, so I am going to pass on the gloss, but I will be picking up the blush. This is available now on the Sephora app, so if you have the app, you can just shop this now. This is a really cute collaboration and I think it's perfect. I also just got an email this morning from Beauty Bakery and it looks like they're dropping a new product, and I feel like it's been a really long time since we've talked about a Beauty Bakery product or since they've launched anything. And it looks like they're releasing pressed powders. I don't know if you guys remember when their loose setting powder went viral on TikTok. That was like, everybody was going crazy for it. It's a really good powder. So they're coming out with the pressed version. If this is talc free, I will pick it up. If it's not, then I won't pick it up. All of my Ultas literally stopped selling Beauty Bakery, which makes me so sad because I feel like this brand has a lot of potential. This brand has a very innovative idea, you know, all the baking stuff, and I think it's so cute. I just feel like they need that one product to go viral and to really skyrocket them again, like what happened with the loose powder. Next up, we have a new release from Moira Cosmetics. I really love Moira. I've worked with them in the past on, you know, some TikToks and things like that, and I've gotten to try a lot of their products, and they are so affordable with very high quality ingredients. Like, they perform like high-end products. Every time I see them launch a new product, I get excited because I know it's going to be good. These look amazing. These are the Chroma Light shadows. I'm a little bit unsure exactly what kind of shadow this is though. It just says it's a shimmer shadow that is very long lasting. I feel like the shades look very beautiful. I just don't know how different this is from their like pot eyeshadows. I would not hesitate picking up a couple of these shades because one, they're affordable, and two, they have some really beautiful shades. Speaking of affordable brands, we have a new release from ColourPop. They just launched multi-chromatic liners and I have so many in my collection. Moira Cosmetics has them, Kaleidos has them. I'm not gonna pick this up, but if you're a fan of multi-chrome liners, then you have these from ColourPop, but I'm gonna pass on these because I have so many in my collection. Like the glue on my lash is literally sticking to my eye every time I blink, so if I look a little crazy with this eye, that is the reason why. Next up, we have a new release from ABH. We actually have two new releases. The first one is the Brow Freeze Gel, which is very interesting. So I wasn't the biggest fan of the ABH Brow Freeze. I felt like it dried out really fast. I also felt like it stayed too wet. It didn't really dry down how I was expecting it to. So that's why I'm not excited about this. I feel like if you really like the Brow Freeze formula and you want something more easier to use, something more convenient, you might like this product. But for me, I'm gonna pass on it just because I don't really need this. You guys know why. My Got2b glue gives me all the brow feels that I need. Now, the other release from ABH is some lipsticks, some liquid lipsticks. These are like a velvety, cushiony kind of formula. And I was very excited about this until I saw the shade range and I was like, I don't know what shade would flatter me the most. So I'm kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna pick up any, just because I'm like, I don't think I like any of the shades, but I was so excited about it. Hopefully they expand the shade range. Maybe they're trying to see how this launch does. So if that's the case and we get more shades, then I'll try it in the future. But right now, it looks like it's a product I am gonna skip out on. Speaking of lip products, we have another new lip release that I'm very over the moon excited for. Summer Fridays is coming out with lip oils, and wow. Our lip oil is gonna continue into 2024. I kind of hope so, because I'm a sucker for a good lip oil, and I love the Summer Fridays lip balms so much to where I'm very excited about these lip oils. I don't know what shades I want. A part of me is like, I want to get 2 shades. Coming out with 4. I really like the deepest shade. I think that one is really beautiful. And then the shade before this one. It's like a rosy, like a rosewoody kind of shade. I've been seeing these lip oils all over my TikTok and I'm like, you guys are making me want this so much more. We have a couple of new releases from Sephora collection. Sephora collections they literally just dropped a ton of stuff. I may or may not have picked up a couple of products. So the first thing they dropped is a new concealer. This is a glowy concealer, which, you know, scares me. I did pass on this concealer just because it looks unbelievably radiant. I've seen people use it. I'm like, that's way too much glow for me. I didn't pass on these highlighters that they just dropped. These look beautiful. I picked up one just to try it out. I hope, fingers crossed, this is like a melty, like melt into the skin highlight formula. I'm gonna try it out for you guys in a video, but I'm very excited for this. I've been waiting for them to drop these highlighters for months. They teased it on like, I think it's UK Sephora had it first, and now we finally have it, so I'm very excited. They just released a new version, talc-free version, of their loose setting powder, which was one of my favorite setting powders. And of course, I decluttered it because it had talc in it, but now there's a talc-free version, and I really do hope it's just about the same. I'm gonna be trying that out for you guys, so stay tuned. Also have a new contour that they dropped. I skipped out on these just because I'm not a contour kind of girl. I prefer my bronzers and, you know, I like to keep it bronzy. Speaking of bronzers, Makeup Forever is dropping new bronzers. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of Makeup Forever and I love me a bronzer. If this formula is anything like their powder blushes, sign me up. Sign me up. I'm gonna be first in line at Sephora as soon as they open. We have this baby right here. Makeup by Mario just dropped new lipsticks. These are the satin lipsticks, and I am wearing one today. I'm wearing the shade Bronx Baby on the lips. I really, really like this formula. It's super comfortable. I really like the formula a lot more than the matte lipsticks. I'm a fan of the matte lipsticks, but they can be drying, and a lot of the times I do top it with a gloss, but with this one, I don't have to wear a gloss. I will say that the matte lipstick range is a way better range, personally, I think, than the range that he dropped with this one. I feel like these shades are a lot more bolder, you know, and brighter, and I was hoping for some more nudes, you know. I would have loved to have seen him drop, you know, the same shades from the matte line in this line as well, but I get the whole concept. So these shades are inspired by New York City, where he's from, so I get it. I just hope he adds to this, you know, because I only have one shade that has made the cut for me, and I really like this formula. I just am not a fan of the other shades in the line. Since we're talking about lips, we might as well just continue with the lip train. Sephora just dropped a new favorites kit. This is a perfect pout lip kit, and I did end up picking this up because it's a really good one. I rarely buy the Sephora favorites. I usually buy their fragrance favorite sets, but I never really buy the makeup sets because I never feel like for me they're inclusive enough or they're really worth it for me. But this one for $34, I was sold because first of all, you get 3 full-size lippies and 2 mini deluxe sizes. You get a full size of the Glossier, a full size of the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium, and a full size of the Rare Beauty. I really do hope these shades suit me very well, so we will see. I'll be trying this out. I'm very, very excited. I'm also excited to try out the Clarins lip oil because a lot of people rave about those, and I've never tried them myself, so I'm happy to get a deluxe here so I could try it out. Natasha Denona just launched a mini little collection of the My Dream vibe, My Dream collection. She launched a mini collection of the My Dream collection. Does that make sense? But she came out with a new tiny little mini palette and then a mini blush. So basically she pulled out shades from the My Dream palette and put it into this. If you own the My Dream palette, you definitely do not need this palette because these are the same shades, just in mini form. And then the blush is, I don't think she came out with a blush in the collection, but the blush is very, very cool toned, not really inclusive, so that's a little bit disappointing, but I love the My Dream palette as a whole. And if that one was too expensive for you and you love cool tones, you have this mini because it looks like she pulled a lot of the cool tone shades from the palette. It looks like e.l.f. is going to be coming out with their own version of the very popular Click Type Lippy. I have no idea when this is coming out. It does not say, but these look great. All the shades. Like, I'm literally loving all the shades. I can't wait for this to come out because I will be trying this out. We all know e.l.f. is super affordable, so even if I don't like the products, I'm not super mad because it didn't break the bank. Speaking of e.l.f., they did drop the Camo Hydrating CC Cream. I did pick this up to try it out, and unfortunately, the undertones in this line are just not it for me. That was the same way when I first tried the regular Camo CC Cream. The undertones just weren't it. I would get a shade that I would think is perfect for me. That would be too light. Then I'd get the next shade up and that'd be too deep. Like, it's just not it. Same thing with this one, and unfortunately, I am out of $15 because I cannot get that shade to work. But I did like their liquid blushes. I do have a YouTube short up if you want to go and check that out. These are really, really amazing. I will say that the brushes that they launched with the blush collection are not the best. I feel like they're too dense and too stiff to where they pick up your foundation when you try to apply the blushes. So I would honestly go with a go-to blush brush that you have in your collection already and use that rather than getting the brushes from e.l.f. and using it for the blushes. We do have a couple of Ulta Beauty announcements. We are getting Charlotte Tilbury at Ulta, which is really, really exciting. I love that because we can use our points and earn points faster too, because Charlotte is expensive. The only thing that I do wish that Ulta would change is their drop dates of their new products. They always wait till Sunday to drop new releases, but I do love that Sephora drops new releases every day of the week. You know, depending on when the brand wants it to go up, that's when Sephora drops it. I kind of hope that Ulta kind of leans into that too, rather than waiting until days later after it launched everywhere else. Sol de Janeiro is now available at Ulta as well, which is also really exciting. It just makes me excited. Can we get Huda Beauty, Rare Beauty, Makeup Forever? Like, can we get all those in Ulta too? Like, can we just switch everything over to Ulta and call it a day? Cannot wait to start shopping those brands at Ulta. We have a new body collection from You to the People. They're launching a body butter, body scrub, and a body cleanser. I've never tried You to the People before. I really wanted to try their cleanser, but it's so expensive. So if I love it, then I'm gonna be like breaking the bank just for a cleanser. I am gonna pass on this though because I don't really need any of these products. Bobbi Brown is dropping new blushes and new bronzers, and I actually really want to try one of the blushes. Actually, three of the blushes I really want to try. Actually, four. Wow, Tati. I really want to try this blush formula. It looks really good. That red one I'm eyeing. I'm also eyeing the more like rosy one as well. So I think I will pick up one of these blushes because they look really good. And you guys know I'm a sucker for a blush. So I want to try this out. I've never really tried much from Bobbi Brown. Not really much of their complexion. I've only tried like their face base, but never any other complexion products. So I really want to try one of the blushes, and if I like it, I'll go back for more because Bobbi Brown's expensive. Buxom is dropping cream blushes. This looks good too. Wow. I don't really try much from Buxom, but I have a friend who loves Buxom lippies and just loves Buxom in general. I am definitely gonna pick up one of these blushes. We do have some new releases from Fenty Skin. We have quite a few new releases. We have a new put-in lip mask, which looks good. I love these lip masks so much. Like, they're so good. Then we also have a like a brightening face mask, which looks super cool too. It makes me kind of want to try that. Then we also have a cherry flavored lip balm, which I'm probably going to pass on the lip balm. I don't really need that. The lip mask and the face mask are two products I would definitely get during the Sephora sale. Maybelline is coming out with a new Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation, and I want to try this so bad. This looks good, and if the undertones are done right, I will be getting this. I love me some drugstore foundations when the undertones are done correctly. I love the L'Oreal Infallible. It's one of my favorites. Looks beautiful on the skin. I just really haven't found my best shade in Maybelline's foundations, so I'm hoping this one's good. But you had me at Lumi Matte. I like that. Anything matte with a little bit of glow, I'm all over. We also have a new collection from Real Techniques. This is the Pastel Pop collection. I feel like we're gonna start seeing a lot of pastels coming out. Really, really cute. I really like this. Dual-sided powder puff. I wasn't a fan of that. I felt like it was very, very stiff, but I like the color of it. It's super cute. I think Real Techniques is just a great, affordable, you know, makeup tools brand. Especially if you're a beginner at makeup, they have the best tools. I have a lot of go-to Real Techniques brushes in my collection. So listen, I'm a fan of Real Techniques. I love it. So I'm excited to see a new collection dropping. We have a new release from Laura Mercier. They just came out with a new concealer, and I don't know why I saw this and I was like, let me add this to cart. I bought it. I like new concealers, and they had me at weightless, medium coverage, crease proof, cake free formula, up to 16-hour wear, and a natural finish. Like, they have so many claims. I was like, let me test this out for myself. So I did order that. That is on its way to me, and I will be trying that out. So that is it for our first purchase or pass of the year. Really excited to see what 2024 is going to bring with all these makeup brands. I have a feeling it's going to be a really good year. I feel like so many brands are launching so many different categories to where it's like, I don't know exactly what we're gonna see the most of this year, but I really do hope we see more powder products. We're seeing bronzers, we're seeing, you know, setting powders and like pressed powders. I'm starting to see a little bit more powders come up lately, and I'm excited for it. But let me know what you guys think we're gonna see this year, because I'm very curious to know what you guys think about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.